Hi, I'm Ellie Pennell, and I'm Hive's incoming director.
Hi, Hivers. My name is Kathy, and I'm the outgoing director of Hive. And as so many of you have already heard, we are not going to be able to have camp this summer as we know it up on the shores of Lake Fairley. And
Kathy and I decided that talking to you in an assembly format felt right. Assembly is how we share information with campers and counselors almost every morning that we're at camp.
every morning at Hive, we spend time together in a really special building called the Comb. Now, for returning campers, you know the beauty of the Comb on the sparkling lake. Well, I'm going to ask you all, returning campers included, and new campers, to close your eyes for a minute, because new campers, I want you to imagine a beautiful building on a sparkling lake with maple trees in front of it, filled with campers and counselors every morning. Okay, open your eyes. Well, Ellie and I today are going to have that gathering with you, and we call that morning assembly. And we do it every morning at Hive. And part of morning assembly is I read a poem. So I'm going to share one of my favorite poems with you right now. It's called Why I Wake Early by Mary Oliver. Hello, sun on my face. Hello, you who make the morning and spread it over the fields and into the faces of the tulips and the nodding morning glories, and into the windows of even the miserable and the crotchety. Best preacher that ever was, dear star that just happens to be where you are in the universe, to keep us from ever darkness, to ease us with warm touching, to hold us in the great hands of light. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and watch now how I start the day in happiness and in kindness.
This summer, as well as today, we can't be together in the Comb. I'm in Vermont, where I live year-round.
So, as many of you are at your homes, I'm at my home in Maine, and we are a community no matter where we are. And for us, we have campers who are coming from Italy and other countries and many, many states in the United States of America.
And even though we are not in the same place physically, and we won't be able to join together this summer, we are all feeling many of the same feelings about the news of no camp this summer. For me, it was going to be my first summer as the director of Hive, and for many of you, it was going to be your first summer too. I was looking forward to welcoming each of you on opening day as you pulled in the driveway. I was looking forward to hosting meals at Table 1, and to making new friends and having new adventures, and swimming in the lake, and planning events like Mississippi Mud and Hive's birthday. And I feel sad that I can't experience those things, as I'm sure you're feeling some sadness too.
For me, this was going to be my last summer. And as a returning director, I was looking forward to so many final things that I would be able to do. I was looking forward to reconnecting with old friends and making new friends. I was dreaming about planting the garden for one last time. And I was imagining my final rainbow's end up on Aloha Hill with all the campers and the Antiques.
While we're not together physically, we are together in other ways. Many of us are feeling sadness and disappointment, and maybe even some anxiety, wondering what summer will hold for us.
And it's a word we use a lot at camp. We use the word and because it helps us reframe things when things don't go exactly how we think they might. And right now, we're all having to reframe what our summer's going to look like. So, not being at Hive and thinking about what else that might look like. And as directors, Ellie and I are working really hard to think of ways to keep us connected. And I would love you all to be thinking of the ways you can continue to learn how to be your best self with your friends at home, with your community, and with other people in your family. And I can imagine you all not being in the Green Mountains of Vermont or on the shores of Lake Fairley and living our mission. And I can imagine how you might be helping people of all ages learn, explore, grow, and become their best selves, just like we do every summer at camp. we can do it away from camp too.
And we'll close our assembly with this quote from Alice Walker. Look closely at the present you are constructing. It should look like the future you are dreaming.